What if I told you the skill that you mastered for years is now being replaced by AI in just 90 seconds? Think about it. You spent years learning Blender, 3D Max, Maya, topology, UVs, texturing, modeling, all of it. And now AI tools can generate 3D models in less time than you take for a cup of coffee. So what happens next? Are 3D artists becoming obsolete? Should students stop learning 3D? And the bigger question, will AI replace the artists? Or is something else happening that most of the people are completely missing? As someone who is running a game development studio and hiring artists, I'm gonna tell you exactly what's happening. I'm gonna give you a practical answer, not a clickbait. Because after spending last few months experimenting with these AI tools and seeing how industry is evolving, I have learned something important. Most people are asking the wrong questions. So if you're serious about game development, 3D art, or building a career in the gaming industry, hit the subscribe button because I don't do surface level content. I share practical industry backed insights. Keep watching. Hi, my name is Vaibhav and I run a game development studio in Mumbai in India. For the last 14-15 years, we're making Mukti, which is a first-person narrative adventure game in collaboration with Sony India Hero Project. And today we are going to talk about the future of 3D artists in the AI world. Not based on fear or hype, but actually based on how studios currently working. And somewhere in the middle of this video, I'm going to practically generate a 3D art asset within 90 seconds so that you can see what's happening and how far these tools have come. Alright, first and foremost, let's be honest. If you're currently a student and learning 3D tools like Blender, Max, Maya, all of those tools, I know AI can be terrifying. Every week there's a new tool, there's a new demo. Every week someone on Twitter will say that the artists are finished. And I understand why people feel anxious, because for the first time, computers are not just generating repetitive tasks, they're participating in creative workflows. But hear me out, every technological shift in the world has created these kinds of fears. When cars arrived, when Photoshop arrived, when digital cameras arrived, when game engines became visual instead of code only, people thought entire professions would disappear. What actually happened? The industry evolved. The tools changed and the best creators adapted to it. So the question isn't that can AI create a 3D model? It obviously can. But the real question is, what part of a 3D artist's job actually creates value? Because creating a 3D asset, a model, is only a part of that entire big puzzle. Someone still needs to decide what should be created, why it should be created, what kind of style it should go with. How does it fit inside the game world? How does it affect the gameplay? How does it support the story? The more experience I gain as a game director, the more I realize that execution is only a part of the job. Direction matters just as much. And AI is mostly improving the execution. Now, here's what I think is actually happening in the industry. AI is definitely reducing the cost of creation, which is a huge factor. But when creation becomes cheaper, the demand usually rises up because suddenly more people can afford to build new things. If you look at it, 10 years ago, most of the indie studios wouldn't even think of building bigger worlds. Today they can, and tomorrow they might even be able to create bigger experiences, which means more games, more content, more ideas, more execution. And that actually creates a lot of opportunities for people who can direct, refine, and ship creative work. The nature of the job changes, but the need for the creative direction doesn't. One of the biggest bottlenecks in game development isn't coding, it's creating assets. Sometimes you don't need high quality 3D assets which are ready to ship. Sometimes you might only need quick prototypes, a prop, a creature, a concept, and suddenly you're spending days inside a 3D software. I have a quick solution for you. This is Neural 4D 2.5. It's one of the fastest and cost-effective AI generator to convert text and images into high-quality 3D models. Now, instead of just looking at flashy renders, I wanted to test out, the things that actually matter for creators and game developers. So I tested it out. So let's try out the text to 3D model generator. Create an oil lamp broken glass and fire burning in with some apocalyptic look. Let's see. I have texture, the PBR, high quality. I'll just reduce this to 80, or probably let's just do high quality and generate. It takes 30 tokens and I'll generate it. So it actually shows 2 minutes estimated time, but it does it in within 90 seconds. Oh yeah, it's taking shape now. Look at this. It already looks like a lamp. Okay, it has already finished it. Oh damn. Look at this. One of the coolest thing that they have is the mesh optimization. It does it really well. Alright, if you look at this, it shows you the entire thing. This is the PBR, this is the wireframe. If you look at the meshes, normal and texture. I think it has cleaner topology flow, fewer weird artifacts, and much better geometry than what we've gotten used to seeing, from AI generated assets. So that's the kind of improvement that actually matters when you're taking something into real production pipeline, right? There are options that you can have. There's the texture, the PBR, whatever you want. The quality, a standard high and extra high. It depends on the phase count and how many objects you need. Let's do one more. What we'll try to do is the multi-view that they have. This is another one. So you can also create assets using this image, but multi-view will give you an option to create from different angles. So let's try that once. Okay, I already have some images that I have figured out. Let's put the front. All right, we have 4 sides. You can do the top and bottom as well, but let's do 4 only. And I'll just keep it a little low and generate. So normally AI can look great from one angle and completely fall apart from another. Here the outputs stay far more stable across different viewpoints, which is incredible, because it's useful for concept art, character turnaround sheets, and 3D workflows. Oh damn, this is so cool. So I just gave 4 images, 4 images, and it created this. You have the PBR, you have the normal, you have textured, and then the model. It works very well, the multi-view, because I also tried my own picture. Look at this. I gave 4 angles from my picture and it created me. This is dope. Cool. Once I had the model ready, I decided to take it to Unreal to try it out. So I added all the images to the content folder and dragged the model into the engine. Placed it well, it's looking good. Then the next step was to create the material from the images, the textures that I had. So I quickly did that. And once the material was ready, I just dropped it on the model. It's looking beautiful. It's a game ready asset that you have. Oh, one of the coolest element that they also have is anime art. And if you look at this, this is one of the models that I have just taken from their library, and it does face tracking. It does the entire tracking, not just the face, but it does entire tracking. I've started the camera. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, so along with this, you can create your own character also. You go here, you write down, you create your own character. It takes some credits, but it gives you a character that you want. You can actually change the background also the way you want. There is a lot of options for motions. Now, do I think that AI and tools like these will replace 3D artists? Absolutely not. But for rapid prototyping, placeholder assets, and concept validation, or even generating a starting pointer for the 3D artist before they get into the polishing, tools like these are super useful because that speed up the production. If you want to experiment with Neural 4D, I have put the link in the description. Go try it out and let me know what you've created. Alright, coming back to the topic, in a practical example, let's imagine 2 artists, one who refuses to touch AI, the other is eager to adapt to it. Both artists understand fundamentals, design, quality, all of it. But one of them, the second one, can move significantly faster. Which one do you think studios will prefer? The reality is that the hiring managers don't care if you're attached to a particular workflow. They care about the outcomes. Future isn't about traditional artists versus AI artists. The future is about artists who understand modern workflows versus the ones who don't. And that is an important distinction. Now, my prediction is actually very optimistic. I think we are entering a period where individual creators and small studios would be able to build bigger experience, better experiences, bigger worlds that previously required larger teams. And that is incredible, especially for countries like India. We've never had shortage of talent or stories. We had shortage of resources. And technology is helping close that gap. And that is why I'm excited, not because AI can generate assets, but because these tools can help more creators bring more ideas to life. So, to conclude, will AI replace the artists? Absolutely not. But it will absolutely change what being a great 3D artist looks like. The artist who survives won't be the ones who will ignore these tools. And they won't be the ones who blindly depend on tools like this either. They'll be the people who will combine creativity, artistic judgment, and modern technology in one single workflow. Because at the end of the day, tools change. What remains valuable is the ability to create something exceptional. And that is still a very human skill. If you enjoyed this video, please do subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions regarding this topic, please put it in the comment section below and I'll answer that. If you're still looking for the roadmap to get into the game development industry in India, I've already created a video. Here's the link. Just go watch the video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Tab tak ke liye, goodbye.